and he's equally.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with the broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Coming in off the road, the 76ers are back in Philadelphia for this game. Some doubts forming early for these guys. They've gone 0-4 to start the season. They need a win, fellas.
And I think for the 76ers, they haven't gotten anything to go their way here early on. What do they have to do to turn this thing around?
Well, Greg, I think the most important thing is they've got to start playing as a team instead of a bunch of soloists.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Foul in a two-guard. Al Jefferson out there with Robinson. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Walker in at the point. Now Marshall. Following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. And that one's good. Noel.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And, Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Now here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Foul. And that one is stuffed right through.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And, guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
And so here is Philadelphia. After the basket by Charlotte, Al Jefferson grabs the miss.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Excellent D there from Okafor.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Walker dishes to Freak. Tries from 10. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Noel, a screen on Walker. For the three, Chandler. They get it again.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's stolen by Jefferson. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Jefferson kicks to Freak.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Freak after the Sixers pick up 2. Back to Kidd-Gilchrist. Screen by Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. Okafor with the steal. And they're moving it up. Can't hit. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. Freak kicks to Robinson. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. Freak passes to Jefferson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Timeout for the 76ers.
with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Fifth best, Kemba Walker.
Kevin, anybody who can move the ball like this guy does is a valuable asset to a team. He actually might be more dangerous passing than shooting.
Now here's Chandler. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Okafor with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. Chandler dishes to Noel. Collins. He's covered by Fowler. And stolen by Freak. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Hornets. Rivers comes in for Kemba Walker. And Kidd Gilchrist drops them both. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Magic in Orlando.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Now here's Freak, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the bucket by the Hornets.
Lee with a solid pick that time.
Hornets leading by 5. Rivers kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. Freak passes to Rivers. Screen by Jefferson. Rivers dishes to Freak. Embiid with the steal. Now here's Marshall. He's guarded by Rivers. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
That's good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Lee. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Screen by Lee. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's tightly guarded. Second chance shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Freak. First in scoring, second in blocks, and he's truly a force around the rim, ranking him top 5 in rebounds per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He told me that they're ready for an exciting game going up against a team that's certainly capable of filling it up in a hurry. But he said we can't get so carried away trying to score with them that we get away from playing tough, gritty defense. If you slack off even a little bit, they can really go off. Guys, we'll see if they can strike the right balance and even the series. Back to you.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the report and coach's plan here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo. And I think that is a good game plan.
That's the only plan, really, Greg and Kevin. I mean, they cannot allow that offense to run wild. This game has to be played on their terms.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Francis. It's tipped. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Passes to Embiid. Cans the 12-footer. Embiid's got his first points of the game. Charlotte leading by 9. Rivers kicks to Freak. With 2 seconds left, no luck. And that does it for the first quarter. Hornets lead by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Hornets leading by 9. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Oh, wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Now Marshall. Wilson Chandler missing from long range. Second chance shot. Marshall can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Marshall after the basket by Charlotte and stolen by Freak. One-on-one fast break. And he dunks it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
Freak dishes to Kaminsky, and he gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 15.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Hornets ball. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Hornets number 1. The 76ers in second.
They've been faster setting up their offense lately, and it seems like the teams they've been playing have been rushing a little to keep up with the pace. They've been able to hold their opponents.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor.
Going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Charlotte. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the 76ers, 7 games back.
And checking out Charlotte, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Jefferson kicks to Walker. To the middle. Here's Fowler. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Here's Marshall. 14 points from him the last game against the Magic in Orlando.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And they're able to recover. Freak with it. He's got 21. Kaminsky, the pass to Jefferson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Charlotte. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Hornets?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Chandler. The Hornets have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter.
And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one. Let's see where Charlotte sits right now in the league rankings. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number one in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Marshall lets it go from deep, and the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been put down now to just 12 on the basket for Morales.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Now here's Freak. 21 points in the game.
Move the ball. Stick it.
That's good. Freak's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Marshall. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Charlotte making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Hornets leading by 14. There's the dish to Freak. To the inside. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Embiid with a screen on Rivers. Now Marshall. And the pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cowens. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Fowler.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Charlotte has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Freak, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 25 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of. Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. 25 points and the 2 nice steals as well. More than half their points have come from him alone.
It's been a one-man show. He has carried them offensively.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Freak.
I love that sound.
And both free throws good from Freak. The 76ers trail by 20. Lee outside. The feed to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To halt the run. The Hornets pull it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Screen by Lee. Right wing. Here's Cowens. Drops in the tray. He has 5.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
And that one's good. Freak.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Morales. Collins. He's guarded by Rivers. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. Just 1 second between.
Whoa! Goodness.
Woo. It's not possible what we just. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys.
Holy
That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Screen by Lee. Froome. The three-pointer, no good. And a wide open look for. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
He's got a special knack for the big moments. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Charlotte running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half.
They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low-post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense. And that's just the kind of lift we could use. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
We've got Kendall Marshall, Wilson Chandler out there with Noel. Then there's Okafor. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Kid Gilchrist against Chandler. Okafor with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Chandler kicks to Okafor. That's good. Okafor's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Philadelphia.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Pass to Kid Gilchrist. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And the rejection by Noel. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Here's Noel. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the line for him here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
Both free throws good from Noel.
It's been a good one for Noel. He has 8 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
Now, here's Jefferson. 9 points in the game so far. Robinson passes to Walker. Here's Fowler, and he slams it one-handed.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Noel, a screen on Walker. Marshall dishes to Noel. Collins, good on the three-point shot. He's got 8.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
To see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting 2 men in the league. Freak is second.
And, you know, 2 guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in our league, and he's no exception to that rule. I mean, look at the success he's having from three-point range.
And, Greg, the key to that success for me is his constant movement without the ball. I mean, he works extremely hard to create and find the space he needs to get his shot off.
Chandler with the ball. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Now, here's Marshall. D right on him. Here's Cowens. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got his 8th assist in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Okafor. 2nd in field goal percentage, 11th in scoring, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
And here is Marshall following the three-pointer by Freak. And Marshall kicks to Chandler. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Chandler's got 7.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson, a screen on Chandler. Screen by Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Stolen. Collins, guarded by Walker. Over to the wing. Here's Marshall. And it comes off the front of the rim.
but only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
But they get it back. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
McCullough's checked in for Jefferson. The Hornets shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. The 76ers trail by 19. Kicks to Marshall. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Collins from 11 feet away. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 13.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room.
Move the ball. Stick it
To the wing right side. And here's Walker. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Now here's Marshall. Left side Chandler. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Marshall with the steal. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots, but that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
Now here's Chandler. Following the miss by Freak, Marshall gets the bucket.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Count the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The 76ers trail by 19. To the paint. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got 4 points this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And the rejection by Noel. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
2 minutes left.
And Marshall kicks to Embiid. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Freak's got his 4th rebound in this one. The tray. Good.
Let's go, man.
Freak's got 45 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded by Rivers. Tries from 16. Francis grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 20. Plenty of space. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Another shot. Shot's good by Lee. Lee's got his 2nd basket of the night. Charlotte has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Here's Fowler. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers shooting here about 46% for the game. Marshall with it. Picked up by Rivers. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Lee passes to Morales. Clock at 6. Froome. Off target from outside.
And still He's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
The 76ers trail by 20. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For three, Marshall. Off the mark. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Hornets on top, opening up a huge gap. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play. Some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Justin Holiday. And Freak subbed in for Austin Rivers. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Fowler, he's in at shooting guard. Robinson is out there with Michael Kid Gilchrist. Then there's Kemba Walker. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5 down low. Down low, Embiid with the steal. Here's Lee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And Freak throws it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Noel up top, free throw line jump shot, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Outside Kid Gilchrist. Tries again. And Robinson with the layup. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Okafor with the screen on Walker. Dishes it to Noel. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Michael Kid Gilchrist.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Nerlens Noel. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Chandler. Offensive rebound. Feeds to Freak. There's a screen.
Move the ball.
In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Second shot opportunity. And Embiid with the block. They recover it, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So it'll be Thomas Robinson shooting. That one on Embiid.
Just haven't been able to find an answer for Robinson. He has 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Robinson. The 76ers trail by 17. There's a screen by Noel. Embiid. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the stripe. Hornets leading by 15. Here's Walker. Freak dishes to Walker.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Freak with it. Clock at 6. Outside Robinson. And Walker kicks to Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Freak's got 51.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Passes it to Marshall. To the left wing. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers with another miss. Charlotte has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Marshall passes to Chandler. He dishes it to Marshall. Here's Cowens. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
All right, gentlemen, 3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. That one misses. And he nails the third. Now Rivers. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
It was all about working with my teammates to open up scoring opportunities. Not just for myself, but for all of us. The more chances we get as a team, the more we all score, and the better off we are in the end.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.